So in closing, what would you part with saying to the audience that's listening? What's your closing statement?
So as people walk out the door, they said, thank you, I've served my time, I'm done. I want you to understand that, we hear you, we see you, we appreciate all the sacrifices that you've made. And if there's any way that we can retain you because we know that you're key to this organization, please let us know.
Yeah. Sir, same question.
First of all, I think the StayBattleBorn is probably one of the best things that we do as an organization because it's a huge investment in our future. And it's a key indicator of our commitment to doing what's right and best to let our people know that they matter. And it's a mission that, that we have to stay dedicated and focused on this. Second thing I will say is something I think about a lot, and I'll tell anybody this. Begin with the end in mind. Mm-hmm. Begin with the end in mind. And all of us have had those exercises where, they say, where do you want to be in 5, 10, 15, 20 years? Yeah. And I just tell people, just reflect on that. If you don't do anything else, just reflect on that. In terms of where you want to be in 5, 10, 15, 20 years. And there's a lot of people who will say things like this, woulda, shoulda, coulda. Yeah. If I could do it all over again. I run into many veterans who said, I should have stayed in. Yeah. I wish I would have hung in there. Because life does seem convenient and hard and complex at times. It just does.
Yep.
So nobody says this road would be easy. No one said that. But begin with the end in mind. Think about where you aspire to be, in your career, with your family, having a home. And this is a big piece of friendships, relationships, training, development, changing careers to learn different MOSs, AFSCs, travel, all those things that come with, if I thought about all that the military gave me, I'd be like a bunch of big bags of just stuff that and I've lost or forgotten more than I will ever have learned. So I say that. The other thing I'll throw out is very few times, and I know this because I've been around for a minute, very few times in your life and your career do you get a chance to be a part of a better practice. Very few times. It just doesn't happen a lot. And if you think about, I used this earlier, trending, the Nevada National Guard, if you go back to, you talk to your peers in other states, you talk to people at National Guard Bureau, you talk to our partners in the total force, that they talk about, wow, you guys are doing some great things. We've sent people, our leaders, to work in California, the largest state, because of the capabilities here. We have a lot of people working back at NGB. We have people get to go downrange and deploy. We have people doing great work right here in our state. We're growing our force structure. We're asking for more in our legislature than we ever have. We're being a better practice and growing. But I'm telling you, there's one part to this though. Imagine this is just a big puzzle and it's all put together and is missing one piece. That piece is you. And it just ain't complete unless we have all of our pieces to the puzzle, and it's all the different shapes and sizes. We can't, which is why I love diversity, we can't be who we are without the best of who our airmen and soldiers are. So we need all of us to be our best. And so I'm just saying, help us to continue to make our puzzle bigger, because that grows our missions, that grows our force structures, that grows our future. Last thing I'll say is this. I always get asked, people say this all the time, because as you get older, you think about, did I matter? Did I make a difference? Did I make a contribution? And I'm sure he will ask this, and you will ask this, each of you will ask this: is the organization better because of the time I've spent here? Or did I leave it incomplete? And I don't never want to have to think twice about that. I never want to think twice about that. And I'm telling you, those young airmen and soldiers, they have a lot more runway in them to give to make our organization even better. And so whenever you make the decision to leave with your head up, because you know you've given everything possible. We didn't say it was going to be easy. We didn't say it wasn't going to be a challenge. We didn't say it wasn't going to be frustrating. We didn't say sometimes you'll be frustrated about what you have to go through, or a tough leader, or, you know, this assignment, or want to transfer, but it's worth it. It's worth it. And there's a reason why the enemy won't attack the United States. Because those who wear this, they would if they could. So if you ever have to wonder, because you get to wear this, you're the less than 1% doing a noble profession each and every day. And that's why we keep getting up after 30 plus years. So begin with the end in mind, because it's worth it.
Thank you. Thank you both. When we were setting up today, I think it was the chief that said, this video is Stay Battleborn. And he said, Stay Battleborn, stay battle ready. And I think there's no way better than to end it. Stay Battleborn,
Stay battle ready.